Hello everyone, welcome back to FightHype channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for supporting me, guys. Terence Crawford has changed his mind on Devin Haney-Gervonta Davis outcome. Devin Haney vs Gervonta Tank Davis is a highly intriguing bout. More so now, given that both men have just beaten two top lightweights to remain undefeated. Davis was the star of the show in one of the most financially successful boxing events of the year, dispatching of Ryan Garcia via body shot in the 7th round. A couple of months later, Haney retained his undisputed lightweight crown with a somewhat controversial unanimous decision. Should Haney decide to remain at lightweight and continue to defend his 4 belts? Tank is one of the men who avoids a shot. Undefeated welterweight champion Terence Crawford was in attendance at the fight and told he had changed his mind on the outcome. I always say Devin would beat Tank, you know what I mean, but the way his last opponent was landing them left hands on Haney, it's gonna be kind of tough for Haney to win getting hit like that from Tank, but styles makes fights. Haney has a big decision on his hands. He's been tight at the weight for some time now, and could walk into a title shot one division up at 138 pounds, should he decide to vacate. If the decision is to stay at 135 pounds, Davis, who has 27 stoppages from 29 wins, isn't first in line. That honor falls to Shakur Stevenson, who has been announced at the WBC mandatory challenger. There is also calls for a rematch that Haney has not ruled out. Well, at least the champ has options. Tank has proven conclusively that he is the money man of the division, and that means a bout between the two may never be too far away. Teo Lopez informs WBO on rethink that he will keep its junior welterweight title. An newly crowned 25-year-old world champion coming off the second biggest win of his career has decided against retirement in favor of keeping his title. About a month after insisting that he would retire following his upset of previously undefeated Josh Taylor, Teo Lopez informed the WBO on Wednesday night that he will keep its junior welterweight title and proceed with his career. The game is over, Paco Valcárcel said. Teo Lopez just informed me in reading that he will retain his WBO junior welterweight title. Had Lopez relinquished his title, the WBO was prepared to order a bout between former WBC, WBO champ Jose Ramirez and Arnold Barboza Jr. for its vacant 130-pound championship. It isn't clear who Lopez will fight next. The former unified lightweight champion was the mandatory challenger for Taylor's title, and could make an optional defense of his WBO belt later this year. A current boxer reminds Mike Tyson of himself, but is not Gervonta Davis. Mike Tyson doesn't agree that Gervonta Davis is the boxer most like himself today. Tank is one of the face of boxing, last facing Ryan Garcia in April. The clash between the two young stars was expected to be one of the biggest boxing matches in the year, and it lived up to the hype. Ultimately, Davis dominated, scoring a knockout win. Following the victory, Iron Mike was full of praise for the lightweight champion. Tyson opined that Davis is the face of the sport, and later stated that he is currently the bad boy of boxing. Many have compared the two as their hard hitters with a distinct style. However, Mike Tyson doesn't exactly agree. In a recent interview with The Ring, the heavyweight rejected the notion that Gervonta Davis is the boxer most like him today. Instead, he named one of his opponents, Isaac Cruz. Pitbull stepped in one short notice, fighting to a competitive decision loss to Davis last year. In the interview with The Ring, Tyson praised both, stating, "I love a lot of today fighters, guys like Tank Davis, but I don't know if anyone is close to me today. If I had to say someone is closer to me, I would say Isaac Cruz. He is short and stubby for his weight class, like I was, and he comes at you. People might think I would say Tank, but Tank reminds me a whole lot of Aaron, the Hawk Pryor." I mean, that's a big compliment, Tyson said. A former featherweight and super featherweight title holder, Stevenson established himself as the mandatory challenger for Haney's undisputed championship with a 6th-round knockout of Shochiro Yoshino in April. After Haney's victory over Stevenson, meet him in the ring for a brief confrontation. Jack Donovan noted that there has been speculation that Haney will move up to junior welterweight, and there is already an open line of dialogue for a potential fight versus WBC 140-pound champion Regis Prograis. If Stevenson doesn't get his wish to fight for Haney's titles, he will face the next highest available contender, which would likely. Teo Lopez predicts Devin Haney-Shakur Stevenson fight. His IQ is not that high. Teo Lopez weighed in with a prediction for a matchup between two potential rivals of his, Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. Talks surrounding a fight between undisputed lightweight champion Haney and Stevenson has gained traction over the past week or so, after Stevenson revealed he turned down a 75-25 split to take on. Despite this, he remains mandatory challenger and is looking to the WBC to help negotiations along. In a recent interview, Lopez revealed he would favor Stevenson to dethrone Haney if the fight was to happen next. Shakur versus Haney? This may look just how it did in sparring, very technical. Definitely a lot of noise when they are fighting each other, but Shakur is very technical and he knows how to break down a fighter. After seeing Devin Haney's performance, it showed what kind of caliber fighter he is, and I don't think his IQ is as high as people thought or imagined it would be so I give the edge to Shakur. Lopez has not been shy in criticizing Haney recently. Amidst rumors that a fight between the pair for Lopez recently acquired WBO super lightweight world title could be in the works, despite big question marks over his mentality going into his latest fight. The takeover put in an excellent performance to topple long-reigning 130 pounds champion George Taylor at the Madison Square Garden Theater. So Lopez has signed claimed he has retired. He has not officially vacated the WBO world title, and it feels like an inevitability he will return to the ring, even admitting he would be happy to continue his career should a lucrative enough offer be presented to him. Former two-division world champion Shakur Stevenson is chasing titles in a third weight class, and he is running out of patience. According to Jake Donovan of Boxing Sense, Stevenson has contacted the WBC to enforce a mandatory title fight against undisputed lightweight champion Devin Haney. In the event of a purse bid, Stevenson's team also is reportedly pushing for a 50-50 purse split. Consistent with WBC rule, Shakur Stevenson has been designated the mandatory challenger for lightweight champion Devin Haney, Stevenson's promoter said. Thanks for watching guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.